Hello, and welcome back. Uh, just basically pulling all of my giants forward. I've just got this one defending. I'll have another one geared up. I do like to run them in pairs in case something happens. I can guarantee I don't lose a battle off the bat, but we are condensing everything down here, and next turn I'll be able to just swing this back up here, basically to take out the fort really fast. We have the Giants going on. I'm bringing him kind of more into the center of my empire because I don't want him getting sniped somehow out here where I don't really have any real control. I mean, I'd like to get him in my capital, but that's a little farther away. Um, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here because this guy's just taking an absolute beating as far as I don't understand what's going on here. For whatever reason, he's just not carrying very quickly. I am going to bring these two giants back, especially since this guy's really beat up, and we're going to try to get him fixed up. Just give him a couple turns here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and jump into the next turn. I'm hoping to wrap this game up in 2 or 3 videos, so I'm going to try to move a little fast. Oh, I am casting out several of these spells just so we can take a peek at them, because I generally say I'm going to do that, and then I completely and utterly forget about it. So we're going to try to remember it this time. So looks like I won. Kalium hit Giant Spine. My Giants repulse their attack. I win. I win. I win. And here, we'll probably just take a look at a few of these battles just so you can see kind of what's going on. So this looks like it's just a giant. Occasionally you'll get a shaman. Sometimes there's dire wolves. Sometimes there's werewolves. Yeah, so does this have any chance of actually taking this kind of PD? In fact, if this were just 5 or 6 PD, would this even have a chance? I mean, nothing can bless this. It doesn't have a bless. They do have the really good strong protection right there, but is a single giant generally capable of taking out any real amount of PD? Not really. They generally just get kind of smashed. So that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate as well. Looks like I have a special attack. Looks like it's versus one of my my giants here. Come on, don't skelly spam. Oh, okay, well the skelly spam worked. Thought he was just going to run up there and kill it. Worldwide Drain +2. Whatever, I've pretty much got my research done. This fortification's unharmed. We have breached this fortification. I kind of figured when my second army got into here that would be the case. So we're sitting down here. We're going to bring this group forward. I'm going to pull this group across here because they will launch the attack inside. So I'm just going to keep my 3 across this little area here, and along with basically the single giant here and the double here, I've basically got all my bases covered. In fact, we are going to march forward with this single giant because I actually can pull the line forward. And I'll have a couple more, so I'll probably be able to take out both of these next turn. Yeah, so looking good. It's just going to take me a little while to burn through all these forts. What do you... Oh, I did empower Earth finally. So, you know what? We're just going to research. We're pretty much at the end of the game, and I just want to jump through this a little faster. Yeah, why don't you two just preach for the moment. Just in case, go ahead and research. I'm not quite sure what I was doing with all of them, but I'm sure it's fine. I would like to get a couple of the ice demons out just so we can look at them in the cold 3 here, because they generally are pretty good if you happen to have those cold 3 skells. Much like the heat versions are pretty good if you happen to have heat 3. Oh, and I am going to just keep dropping some temples, try to get my Dominion going, and start getting rid of all of these death skulls here for when I take that nation over. So, Shamblers and Shades, this might be another underwater attack. I'm going to pull back here, because that would be the place where they would probably attack. I do want to kind of get my Giants going, though. This will help me tear through the walls, and they're actually really good at stepping on anything that's inside there. Boots and a brand, I think, was what I needed. Yes. So let's go ahead and pull him down. Forge up. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's my double arrow. I actually don't want to quite send him in. That's fine. Let's go ahead and cast Ritual Spell. Brood of Garm. We'll get one of those up. Go ahead and Blood Hunt. So I'm just gonna... Wow. I actually kind of need him on this side, because that will be the next fort I take. I kind of went the wrong direction with that. So let's go ahead and get like 6 province defense in, and then we will preach. That's kind of the nice thing about these guys too. After you freshly conquer a territory, you could just kind of mass preach if you're not quite ready to storm another opponent yet. Oh, and I forged up a few amulets of resilience, which I would like to put on my giants, but honestly, the game will probably end. So, here we go with the Drugar. So, size 2, and this is why I really don't like these guys. Now, I'm not exactly sure. It says they're incredibly strong, can change their size at will, or if they're wounded. The thing that really is a problem is I don't care that they can change size later. They're really just not as sturdy on the front line as I'd like, and they're not terrible over. I mean, the 18 body protection, they do come with a very, very slight chill aura. They do have the stacking Fear 5 effects. They are vulnerable to a lot of the undead counters, but very good magic resistance, very good morale, good defense, good attack skill. I just really dislike the size 2 here. Again, I could easily see why players would like a spell like the Druog here, because 4 gems for 3-5 fear units, well, 12 altogether, 4 gems apiece, is really not that bad. I just don't like the way they filter right into the front lines, because you can't embed them slightly behind your front lines to get your fear aura into the fight, but still keep the gems and the units with the fear kind of safe. So definitely not my cup of tea, but there they are, and you can see 24 bears instead of just the basic 10 because I cast it with my pretender. So again, giant bears, size 4, very good hit points. Protection is terrible. Magic resistance is terrible. Morale's actually pretty good, even considering they're undisciplined. They also have the forest and the mountain survival. They are an animal, and with the very low magic resistance, something like Charm Animal really will steal a bunch of your bears from you overall. And the attack and defense, not really great, just a single length 0 claw as well. Honestly, though, when you're paying 1 gem for like 2.4 bears, in other words, casting it with like a Nature 9 Pretender Chases, it's really not bad. The entire problem is you just won't really have the nature gems. I mean, I'd be throwing gems into amulets of resilience for all of my giants long before that. Yeah, there's just not a lot of value there. So there we go. So there's the Brood of Garm. We'll go ahead and take a peek at that. I'm just glad I remembered that this game because I usually forget. So then we got an attack in Giant Spire. I jump forward and I snipe another temple out. So here we've got a Jotun Wolf. Well, I guess just watch it just to take a peek. So again, this is just PD. Just PD. Whoa. I am looking at the wrong battle, obviously. Okay, there we go. So this is just PD still. No, I do not think that's all PD. In fact, I'm fairly certain it's not. But a few dire wolves, got a Jotun wolf. I mean, it's just not all that impressive. Okay, so they actually did have an army here. And so, yeah, I managed to snipe a Wind Rider, but the attacks are just really not all that. So the event has ended. The lake's grown still because I didn't move anybody in. I really didn't care about that. Secretary in movement. Let's go ahead and get that up where they can patrol. A huge barbarian horde. Where is it? Okay, so it's actually safe within my lines, and we did lose one affliction. I'll probably just bring him down by himself. Man, I hate to do that. Alright, we'll just bring them both in. Okay, there. This guy's finally... I don't remember if it cures disease. I was pretty sure it did, but I think it should have already happened by now, if it was going to. Alright, so we're going to storm the castle here. I'm going to take all of those and drop them across, and all of these and drop them across. What do you have? Chainmail of displacement, decent, but I'll just go ahead and keep it on. Let's put it on my better leader, because I probably won't throw something with that much encumbrance on my giants. Go ahead and move him down. Go ahead and move them down, and then I'm just going to walk around smashing provinces like this. So we're going to storm this castle, and in just a couple turns here, I will go smash some more. So we're going to bring these forward. Now that I've taken this, or I'm going to take that province out, that allows me to jump forward right here as well. I really want like a double giant to kind of team up on this right here, their capital, because I know there's going to be a lot of mages within here. Honestly, I kind of want like a double over on this side too. Yeah, whatever. Fortune favors the bold. Let's just get a move on this. So I'll team up right there. Looks good. Shift Z. Just go ahead and research. I don't really think I need anything else. Let's look at the Brood of Garm here. So these are 10 gems for 5 of these guys. So they do have Fear 5. How in the world did I miss that before? Because I remember reading that they even scare giants, and I was like, I don't remember them having fear. Okay, so I'm a moron. They actually do have fear. And it's Berserk 3, so when they actually do get hit, they'll go up to 12 protection overall. Their attack's going to go up, and their defense is going to go down as well. They are sacred. They're honestly not terrible overall, but for what you're seeing here, I found them even with a Nature 9 Blessed to be far more flimsy, especially once the Berserk hits. Basically, anything will hit them. I think they will end up being attack skill 16, defense skill 7. And they pretty much will never rout, so that means they're going to win you some battles, but they are going to kind of die a lot. Let's just actually take my Pretender, and we're just going to spam him out, and I'll try to utilize him here just so we can kind of take a peek. And I'm just going to keep bouncing back and forth because I don't know what Kalium's going to do. Let's go ahead and get up a temple. Alright, so here we are. Let's go ahead and cast a ritual spell. Bind an Ice Devil. That looks like that's the end of that. You can see that these guys do a great job patrolling. I think I was up around like 75, 90, something like that when I started patrolling again. And I'm already looking great. Man, that triple misfortune scale hitting. Oh, I can't look at the events because I don't control it right now. Looks good. Ooh, wow, that was a 76 turn battle. So there's my Ice Devil. We have gotten one of them. We'll just look at him shortly. You know what? Why am I watching that? Let's just see what the results are. So yeah, glad I kept moving my giant around. So we swiped another temple out from under them. They have a fortress still. My 4 Jarls have managed to take it. Unfortunately, ooh, we did snipe their pretender again. We did not manage to actually take out their mage here, which is a little unfortunate. Yes, yes, I killed your god and you're upset about it. So we've taken another fortress. We have hit another Kalium. Here's a battle in Baratos. This is the Shaman, though, if you happen to get a Shaman version of these. And again, we see no troops here, just PD, and there's no way that this is going to survive. Oh yeah, Winter Wolves, those are another unit that can be in there. So yeah, honestly, the magic attack's not all that great. Copper deposits, that's pretty nice. Children disappearing. Unharmed, 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 unharmed. Oh. Yeah, I forgot about that. Supplies. Oh, wow. Okay, so... let's take a peek at this and see what happened. Might be a lot of my units just getting locked down, and looks like they do have some Death 2s back here to Skelly spam, so I might not have been able to get inside the door. It's unfortunate. I'll just move my army back up there because I need enormous cauldrons of broth anyways. So yeah, this many attacks, because these are a size 1 unit, they all have the paralyzed attack. I'm probably going to spend most of my time paralyzed until it's time to rout. So, we'll see what happens here. So I'm paralyzed. Oh, and the ice attack, not really going to do much against them. Yeah, so there's no way I'm going to be able to pour through all the troops they have right here. I probably should have just brought my army into this exact attack. Didn't I literally just say the... Well, this isn't a throne, actually. I'm kind of a little surprised they've got this many mages on a non-throne. So yeah, it looks like we're just not able to cut through all of this in time. So yeah, those Phantasmal Warriors going to be a bit of a pain here. Do they actually have any cold resist? They do not, so at least the AoE is wiping those out pretty quickly. Okay, so we know what happened there. Let's try to figure out where my giants actually disappeared to. Oh, and I'm going to have to jump all the way back. Oh, because I don't control it. So I'm going to actually be starving no matter where I go. Not... Well, I don't have to be starving. Let's go ahead and grab up like about 20 of these. Yeah, that'll be fine. And I'll leave it on that group right there. I actually am surprised they had that many mages. How many were inside there? So Revenant, 5 Seraphs, 3 Havoc Seraphs, and 1 Aryan. Or excuse me, 3. Yeah, that was actually pretty decent overall. Whatever, I'll bring these troops in, which they're actually not all going to be able to stay here. I'll probably have to move them back. I need some cauldrons of broth, actually. Where is that triple nature at? So let's forge up a enormous cauldron of broth. That's another thing that's going to eat up a bunch of gems. So, there's 6 frost fiends to his aid. Okay, so this guy's actually going to each turn be able to summon up a frost fiend, which is really pretty good earlier in the game, but I don't think it's quite as strong now. So the Frost Fiend is 6 slaves apiece plus the mage turn. So you can actually spam them out a little bit into the game. Uh, so yeah, it's nice, but it's probably not the most powerful. But look at the Ice Protection 3 and the Cold Power 1 here. So very, very good stats all around. I definitely, at least with Niefelheim, like to get the Shroud on them so that they're always blessed. That gives them regeneration 10%. And it's not like it affects them. None of these devils actually have any armor, at least for the ice versions here. I don't remember. I think all the fire, all the ice, and the Heliphagos, none of them do. But top end morale, very good magic resistance, very good hit points. These are just very strong thugs overall. Just the magic staff, but still the barbed hell on the backside of it, so pretty decent. Although this, the regular brand and shield would be a kind of a better option here. So let's go ahead and cast out another one just so we can take a peek at it. Looks like we had another good turn of blood hunting here. A couple of turns actually, because my guy just got back. Alright, so let's pull him in. Okay, so you can see the attack on Kalium actually repelled a couple of my giants. So let's just take a peek at this real quick. So it looks like I didn't really get any real spell reels off right there. Yeah, the PD hit me long beforehand, along with the Wave Warriors here. I'm guessing the Fear 5 just routes a couple of these guys off. Ooh, we're just tearing him apart. Alright, well, good enough. We know what happened here. So I am expecting actually heavy resistance, so I'm going to bring in a couple more giants right here. I'm actually going to try to snipe this province out before they hit all of my giants right there. Oh, yeah, I don't quite have enough nature income to spam out the Brood of Garm and the shields. We're just going to keep making them in case something unforeseen does happen here. So why don't we just research? Why don't you just keep bouncing back and forth exactly like you're doing? Alright, bring them up. Maybe they'll just clear another affliction real fast, and then I can get them moving. We're going to bring this group forward. Hopefully I can smash this army right here, not too many mammoths with this this group that's coming up. And then I'll be able to put 2 down on this fort and 2 up on this fort, and that will mean that all of their forts are actually under siege. They're going to have to break them at that point. Alright, looks pretty good. I wish my prophet would hurry up and get up there. Oh, I forged an enormous cauldron of broth. Wow. I do not know what could have caused that, because I don't think that was me. Now we've got, Gap. Wow, I don't have you scripted, do I? Yeah, looks like you cast your spells. Oh, they do have the blowpipe, so magic resistance will negate it, but 50 stun damage, that's a lot. Oh, one ran away. How about you? Are you going to be a coward and run? No, you just might flat out die. Yeah, those blowpipes, pretty dangerous there. So which one was that? Oh, man. Okay. So I've got a slight hole in my lines. We'll jump over with this group here. How many of those blowpipe guys were left? Oh, that's PD. Alright, so I'll bring 3 in this time. Let's just check the rest of these real quick. I win. I win. I win. Did anybody retreat, though? No, looks like we still got all 4, although one of these guys is getting beat up badly. And at this point, I control all of the Hall of Fame entries. Look at some of the number of kills on these guys. So, battle and acro, there's some wolves and werewolves. Yeah. So I have a wolf attack, unrest. Looks like the wolf attack lost. Oh no, that's the prophet. Oh, okay, so I lost that down here. I'm going to swing my giants off, that way I can beat back anything that they might throw, and then I'll just throw them right back at it afterwards. So let's go ahead and research. Down to a single affliction, which is good enough. I need to get these guys moving again. Oh man, I'm actually kind of nervous about attempting to try to take all those blowpipe guys with just a giant. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just preach for the moment. And I'll just kind of block off along here. I want to get a second one on the throne here, though, shortly. And I'll have my giants ready to go shortly. So there, the disease finally did cure. He must have just been taking a beating in terms of just basically pulling afflictions every single turn. So I am just going to keep bouncing back and forth. Here we've got Gap. So this version actually comes with a Hell Sword. Now you can actually forge these in the game. It has partial life drain. So up to 5 HP damage will yield the life drain. Life drain will yield a half HP and 2 fatigue points per HP drain, but I can only do that up to 5. So you can gain up to 5 HP and 10 fatigue points, which is alright, except for this is a two-handed weapon overall, so I generally like to trade that out. This one is a Berserk version as well, and he's also comes with fire protection, actually, compared to most of them. So again, the ice protection very high, cold power very good. So very, very good. Once you put that shroud on them, they're blessed with that 10% as well. You know what, why don't we move you up towards my area, and we can look at a Frost Fiend real quick. So here's the Frost Fiend. Ice protection 1, so body protection, yeah, I mean, that's definitely not all that good, but 40 hit points, 17 MR, 30 morale, 20 defense. These are flyers, so they can actually jump into the back lines, which is pretty nice. You got the Frost Blast right here, which is an AoE attack, and that's really the important part of it overall. The range is pretty good on it. You got a range of 30. The ammunition not really that good at 6, but that's fine. But even once they've used up like all their AoE attacks and everything's moved forward enough, or you can do like that whole attack rear type thing with them. So yeah, I really like them. Good strength, good attack skill. This is kind of all being bolstered by the cold power, so these are actually 3 higher than what it normally is. Base of 12, base of 12, and base of 17, excuse me, normally. So yeah, a little bit more here than what you would normally see. Stat-wise, well, I mean, on this nation, actually, that is what you're going to see stat-wise. So let's just research. We'll get some more devils shortly. Boy, I don't know if I'm going to be able to end this in like 2 more videos. Was kind of expecting that to fall, and then for me to jump over here and kind of wipe this out really, really fast. That did not happen, though. So let's go ahead and pull you back, and we're actually going to just kind of bounce back and forth right here. So I've managed to breach this already. We're going to go ahead and just try to storm this one more time. I'm hoping that maybe I can chop through everything this time. I'm really not holding my breath. That's why I'm going to be bringing those in as well. Oh man, I really needed... So let's go ahead and alchemy up some nature gems because I really want another enormous cauldron of broth. Forge up an enormous cauldron. So giants eat a absolute ton when you start moving your giant armies around. This is not a uncommon figure to see, like supply usage of 200 for honestly an army that's not even 100 large. So they eat a lot of food. Well, I mean, just look at the supply usage where I've got just a few jarls at. So I think I'm actually going to pull this guy back, try to get him over here. I'll preach a couple turns and try to pull some afflictions down off of him because he is pretty beat up. So we've now lost our second giant overall. There's construction 8. So we'll probably look at that later. I don't really want to mess with it right now. That should be a win, no problem. It is. Where was that at? Oh, okay, yeah. So that's the battle inside. Looks like we took out all the dispossessed spirits, though, so it should be just a bunch of mages. You can see, again, another failed attack, though, from my thing. 6 nature gems, great. Earth gem, Alright, so let's go ahead and storm the castle. Attack closest, and I want these way up front. Followed by those guys. Oh yeah, one of these were actually diseased. I thought about pulling it back, but I'm kind of just trying to push for an end of a game here, so... Oh, wow, I moved both of my units out of there. That was dumb. So now they got another turn of recruitment right there. Can't believe I did that. Right, so there's one of my giants. There's the second one. Let's go ahead and pile them up. Jump back here and then preach. Grab me up another... Honestly, an Amulet of Resilience. I think I've got several. Yeah, I've got lots of Vine Shields in reserve. Alright, let's go ahead and grab all of this. And now I've got an army that will basically just smash whatever. Just take the Root of Garm with me just because I can. And probably Kalium just focusing their capital down will be my best bet. Who are you guys and where did you come from? Oh, they were my ones I had just cleared a couple of afflictions off, so they were sitting back a little bit farther. Yeah, let's just bring them to there, and then I'll bring this guy across. Just go ahead and preach for the turn. Again, eating up more slaves here than what I actually have room for. Doesn't look like we went over quite yet, but not too far off either. $75, so I'm almost up to my third Ice Demon incoming. Looks good. Okay, so that happens to be the one I had the Lightless Lantern on that I had gained from an event earlier. Battle in the Cracklands. Yeah, that's really annoying, and wow, this guy is beat up. So I actually need to pull him back immediately and try to save him. Speaking of, I'll probably just pull this group back to take that out. Battle in whatever. Looks like I win. Now, the battle in the fortress. So I really want to get through this gate before they get too many summons up right here. So we'll see if we can do that, hopefully. Thankfully, they like to buff a little bit first. Alright, looks like we're slaughtering them. Looks like my one did die from diseases back there, though. So yeah, there we go. Finally managing to take it out. She might have even taken an arrow right there. So that's good news. Another enormous earthquake. It's income, province income, unrest. Where's that at? Yeah, I don't have anybody that can pick that up anytime. Actually, I do, now that I have all this under control. I can really, 1, 2, 3. I can move a little farther, but that's basically as far as I can get. Alright, so go ahead and get me up another temple. You guys grab up that enormous cauldron, one of those enormous cauldrons of broth. Great. Go ahead and get you. Wow, oh, they're a swamp. So go ahead and preach. Try to clear up his afflictions right here. Not much I can really... I'm nervous about hitting that many blow dart type units again. Sure, just wait, I don't care. So you two should preach. Should forge me up a... Oh, yeah. Well, I'll look at that at the beginning, see if there's anything really even worth talking about there. Sure, just research now that I've got you there. Wow, I can actually grab up a bunch of mercenaries. I think I'd rather just save my money for more giants, to be honest. We are just going to keep bouncing back and forth because of these dispossessed spirits. I'm not sure anything can go in the water. And we'll call this, just look at the beginning of the turn, and then we'll call it. So, they try to knock me off somewhere, not quite even sure where. Same thing. Battle in the Cracklands. Oh, that's where they broke through and I split the one unit down there. Nope, failure. Failure. So I'm just, eventually we'll see one of these that wins, and then we'll have like a little celebration. Really doesn't matter. Repairing the fort faster. Unharmed, unharmed, unharmed. Oh, wow, I needed well, there's a ton of supplies where I'm going next. I actually need another enormous cauldron of broth. So let's go ahead and grab that up. Oh, yeah, that's where I was going to end it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time.